today with a whooping 120 registrations across the city and also from Vellore, it looks like this is a massive exam center with all the teachers, and which is exactly why we ask the students to stay out. It is very clear that this conclave matters and we have created tradition. Today, you didn't just wake up and come to another event. Today, you chose to shine a little more brighter for the sake of your students so that they can choose better. Better paths, better careers, better streams, and fewer last-minute mix-ups at the 12th grade. And for this very conscious choice, we would like to applaud you all for being here today with us. Thank you. As teachers, we already wear many hats, sometimes educators, mentors, motivators, counselors, and sometimes even part-time therapists. Let us be honest, being an academic counselor or a teacher is not an easy job. Students ask, "Ma'am, sir, which course do I choose?" The parents say it's their future scope, and somewhere in between, Google watches us all silently searching the next top 10 careers of 2035. And here you are today to answer that very question exactly, taking time out of your busy schedules, deadlines, and endless WhatsApp groups to learn, to unlearn, and to grow. This conclave is not just about academics, it's about guiding young minds, answering the famous question, what after school, without saying think calmly, and it's helping students to see possibilities that they did not even know exist. Here at Sri Ramachandra, we strongly believe that great careers begin with great guidance, and great guidance begins with teachers such as yourselves, teachers who care enough to stay updated, connected, and inspired. So today, let us engage, ask questions, share experiences, and even maybe laugh a little, because learning should be joyful. Once again, a warm welcome to all of you, to the academic counselors, teachers, and school principals. Thank you for being the silent architects of so many futures. We are truly honored to have you with us today. We are with you in this journey. Before we begin, we would like to seek the blessings of the Almighty. I request all of you to kindly arise. The invocation song will be followed by the SRIHER anthem. Now I request the dignitaries to kindly light the Kuttuvelakku and begin the ceremony. Sorry, sir. I also request the teachers from KCE High School and Devi Academy to kindly join us. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my greatest honor to call upon stage Dr. S. Sendil Kumar, our esteemed Registrar of Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research. With over 2 decades of distinguished service in academic administration, he is the driving force behind various projects such as this today. I welcome Dr. S. Sendil Kumar to kindly deliver the word.
Good morning to one and all present here. Respected Trustee, Mrs. Samyukta Venkatachalam, dignitaries, esteemed deans, principals, faculty members, honored guests, academic counselors, dedicated teachers from various schools, beloved students, and all esteemed attendees. With the blessings of our founder Chancellor, Sri NPV Ramasamy Odaya, it's my immense honor and privilege to extend a warm welcome to each one of you at this esteemed academic conclave dedicated to exploring and highlights the vast and diverse career opportunities in allied and healthcare professions. Vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision just passes the time. Vision coupled with action changes the world. As you have seen our emblem, Ramachandra emblem, the red triangle with a bow and caduceus. It represents the bow and arrow signifies that teaching medical university aims high to the sky and the sky is the limit. The caduceus indicating the key trust pertaining to medicine and allied programs. Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research, commonly called as SRIHER and formerly known as SRMC, popularly known as SRMC, is a distinguished academic institution established in the year 1985 and recognized as a deemed university in the year 1994 by the Government of India. The university boasts 15 faculties offering a wide range of academic programs, including 160 undergraduates and postgraduate courses, along with PhD across various disciplines. Its foundation is built on academic excellence and comprehensive infrastructure. To say a few highlights about our university, it's Category 1, the status granted by UGC, NAC accredited with A++ in the grade cycle 3, NARF ranking in 2025, 60th among national universities, 21st among medical college, 13th among dental college, 36th among pharmacy college. Our Sri Ramachandra Hospital is accredited by NABH in the 5th edition. The hospital is equipped with 2,500 beds with advanced medical equipment. It is the largest ICU in this region. To talk a few words about medical education, Sri Ramachandra Medical College, which was established in 1985, started the MBBS program. It has modern facilities supporting education and patient care. We are the first college to receive the permission of admitting 250 students since 2011. We also offer postgraduate programs, MD, MS, super specialty, MCH from 1995. It is ranked 1 among private medical college universities by the week and number 2 by the Outlook in the year 2025. Our dental college, Sri Ramachandra Dental College, started in the year 1995 as a part of the university. So with 343 dental chairs with advanced diagnostic equipment such as orthopantomograph, cephalostat, CBCT and intraoral scanners. It is a state-of-art dental operation theatres and all diagnostic facilities. Dental College continues to excel in education, healthcare and research, maintaining a legacy of excellence in various disciplines of dentistry. Today we gathered here with a shared vision to illuminate the myriad pathways that these vital sectors offer to aspiring professionals. As we all know, the healthcare landscape is a constantly evolving, driven technological advancement, innovative research, and a growing global demand for quality healthcare service. Sri Ramachandra has always been committed in pioneering and introducing innovative, demand-driven, and job-oriented courses that are crucial for the progress and well-being of the society. Recognizing the evolving needs of the healthcare industry, our institution consistently strives to develop programs in allied and healthcare professions that are aligned with current industry demands, ensuring our students that are well equipped with relevant skills and knowledge. The proactive approach not only enhances employability but also significantly contributes to the addressing the healthcare challenge of the society, making Sri Ramachandra a leader in shaping the future of healthcare education. A wide range of disciplines including medical, dental, nursing, pharmacy, physiotherapy, occupational therapy, speech language, allied health science, biomedical science, psychology, or more. These fields are not only pivotal in ensuring comprehensive patient care, but also present rewarding careers full of opportunities for growth, specialization, and meaningful contribution to the society. Although a wide range of engineering programs are available in the market, we focus specifically on those selected programs that are most in demand today. These programs are carefully chosen based on the current industry needs and employment opportunities, ensuring that our students are equipped with skills required for immediate job placement. In addition to our allied and healthcare programs, we also offer research-oriented undergraduate and postgraduate programs that cater to students with a passion for discovery and innovation. These programs provide a unique opportunity for students to delve into knowledge, explore cutting-edge technologies, and contribute to the advancement of scientific disciplines. In this conclave, we aim to provide insights into the emerging trends, educational pathways, and the scope of employment both nationally and internationally. We hope to inspire our students and young professionals to pursue their passion with dedication and to understand the significance of their roles in the healthcare ecosystem. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the organizers, speakers, and participants to their efforts in making this conclave a platform for knowledge sharing and professional growth. Together, let us stride forward with enthusiasm and a shared commitment to excellence in healthcare. Thank you, and I wish you all a fruitful and inspiring experience.
Thank you, sir. It's my distinct pleasure to next invite on stage Dr. H. Tamil Selvan, Dean of Sri Ramachandra Dental College, coordinator of this program, to deliver the vote of thanks.
நான் நேசிக்கும் தமிழுக்கும் ஈன்றெடுத்தேன் தாய் தந்தைக்கும் முதற்கண் நன்றி. I cannot speak very formal like this is what he spoke. I just make a very informal meet. The journey started about a couple of months back when I went to this temple. One teacher here had said to the family that we do not know there are so many courses available in this university. So I was given this noble job of taking forward, knowing nothing what to do that. The journey started. In fact, me and Priya had a lot of program, and we started a program like mid-travel. We initially thought about it. Then let's thought about it, bringing the counselors together and tell information to the people. My experience with teachers, I'm passionate about history and Tamil language, thanks to Saraswati madam who taught me history. That's the reason I took 98% in history and geography. I'm still passionate about history. I have to thank my Ponnuswamy teacher who taught me Tamil. Still now, Tamil makes me a lot of people things gathered. Whenever you have a problem with teaching, there are two people who will help us. One is Thiruvalluvar and another one is Kamban. Udayar mun illar pol ekkatran katrar kadevare kalladavar. செல்வர்களின் முன்னே உதவி கேட்கும் இளையவர் பண்போடு நிற்பது போல் ஆசிரியரிடம் பணிந்து நின்று கற்றவரே சிறந்தவர் கல்லாதவரே கரையார். The meaning is the people who stands with low before the rich people. The same way, a student should be humble to accept the fact from the teachers. I hereby welcome the teachers humbly. We're learning a lot of things from you. That's the reason I always do not open my mouth to my mom, because she taught me life lesson, and to my wife now who's teaching me life lesson. I have to really, my favorite dialogue wherever I go is from the movie, Tamil movie, எவ்வளோ பேர் பார்த்துருப்பீங்க தெரியல. It's a movie, famous dialogue, அசுரன் movie. கார் இருந்தால் பிடிங்கிடுவாங்க, பங்களா இருந்தால் பிடிங்கிடுவாங்க, நிலம் இருந்தால் பிடிங்கிடுவாங்க, ஆனால் படிப்பு மட்டும்தான் யாராலையும் பிடுங்க முடியாது. A educated person can completely change the world, completely change the family. The all credit goes to you and we the teachers. Welcoming you all. I have to really thank all the college principals and many correspondents and many owners of the college. We would have contacted at least 3,000 to 4,000 schools by mails. I myself have personally spoken about 100 schools. I have to really thank them. Please pass the message to them. Let me thank your valuable time, taking all the way from coming from Vellore and Kanjipuram. And there are a lot of independent academic counselors who have come here. Please carry the message. We're going to take you on a journey for another 1.5 hours. You're going to tell us what are the courses available here and have a networking lunch. After that, we would like to take you from few places which is of very importance. Trust me, it will take minimum 3 days to explore Ramachandra. So we cannot take much of your time. We'll take about 1 hour time to say few places like Vidyasudha. We have a beautiful sports center. We want to show you the engineering college and one lecture hall and in medical college and biomedical. On behalf of management, I would humbly say that the team is ready for us to come to your school to explain to your students also in future. If it's required, you can contact me or the registrar sir. The team will come and explain what are the courses being available, and for any internship program for your students also, we are all most welcome. Let me thank the management. John F. Kennedy said, don't ask the country, ask yourself what you gave the country. That was the mission of our founder chancellor. He had created so many doctors, unbelievable doctors. To my knowledge itself, he has created about 2,500 dentists. Medical, I do not know. One of the reasons is the man who founded this institute. My sincere thanks, our sincere thanks to the founder chancellor, to our beloved chancellor, pro-chancellor, our trustee madam, Samyukta ma'am, and his family. Thank you so much, ma'am, and the family for giving us an opportunity to conduct this program. I have to thank the registrar office for taking this pain, because I've been disturbing the visitors, sir, at least 5 times daily. And my team, the dental college team, I will definitely fail my duty, the core committee, the MC Dr. Priya, and there are a lot of people, doctors, who had met the school teachers and the school principals. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Now it's time for the presentations of undergraduate, postgraduate, and all the research courses that are available here at Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research. I would like to wish all the very best to the presenters of Ramachandra. You're facing a total of 120 teachers ready to fire. It's worse than a PhD viva. All the very best, team. We now begin with the Department of Clinical Research.
This is right.
No, that's right.
Slides change.
Yes, I have a slight change. So very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I would like to thank Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research for initiating and mooting this Herculean task, basically trying to sensitize a lot of innovation which has been happening on this particular campus. I am Professor Solomon Paul, former principal of Faculty of Biomedical Science, and currently on a vision to ignite and launch another innovative program, the clinical research. So clinical research is something which is a kind of a program which is associated with innovation and clinical trial. The buzzword of today's country talks about something about innovation. We have a lot of youngsters coming with novel ideas, and these ideas are taken to the next level. So the government of India is looking in terms of innovation, trying to motivate youngsters to take up their career in the field of converting these ideas into meaningful output. And that's where was born clinical research program on this particular campus. Check. So this particular program is a kind of an innovation. Ramachandra has always been a kind of a platform with a fertile soil, launching a lot of innovation programs, allied health science, biomedical science, public health, sports science. These are innovative programs which are found on this particular campus, was born over here, nurtured, cared, and today it's been replicated by a lot of universities across the country. And now of late, we have this unique program called as the clinical research. And it's something to do with innovation, science. And we have a lot of youngsters coming out with a lot of novel ideas. They really don't know what to do. And that's where we play around with this particular program, where we try to ignite the youngsters to think differently. And what are they trying to look at? They're trying to look at something where they can convert certain meaningful discovery to a meaningful outcome. That is to convert something which is in the lab, that is the bench, to the bedside, trying to take it to the doctors and see whether it can be translated to some meaningful outcome. A lot of things are there. You have devices, you have a lot of latest technology in terms of stem cells, regenerative medicine, and lots more. And how are we going to do this? We have to have a set of people who know the entire process, and that's where this particular program was born. And what you see over here is there's a huge set of information on this particular slide. Trying to protect the intellectual idea is one important process. Trying to incubate the idea into a particular center, and then taking it to the next level, trying to come out with a novel device which can be used in medical application or certain other things has to be taken, and there's a huge market for it globally, and India is part of it, and we stand 10th in some of these clinical trials. And the entire process, what you see on the top, is a huge challenge. People have to learn it, you have to understand the process, and that's where the clinical research program plays an important role. So aligned with the national education policy, we have come out with this innovative 4-year program called as the BSc Honors in Clinical Research. And as per the NEP policy, they have an option of getting off the bus anytime, okay? At the end of 3 years, they can also get a BSc degree with 120 credits, or at 4 years, you get a 160 credits. And basically, it is a multidisciplinary field. You know, as the registrar said, our aim is something relevant to the sky. We aim at the sky, and sky is the limit. And this particular program looks in terms of having some of the important aspects where the students can also move to the master's and the doctoral degree program on a later date. So what is the eligibility for this particular program? Any student passing out with a +2 degree in various science and discipline, and thereafter which they have to do an online application. You have an interview, a counseling, and what happens is they are in a process to understand this entire curriculum, which is innovative. And we have a set of faculties drawn from national and international labs, and they basically have experience in industry as CROs and SM and other important sectors where they are capable of imparting this particular aspects. We have a very good state-of-art infrastructure in terms of the lab and the clinical setup, interfacing with a 2,500 bedded hospital. And this is a kind of an interesting arena where the students learn a lot and gain a lot of experience. Apart from which, the students are also linked to a lot of leading R&D institutions and institutions which practice clinical trial. And these institutes basically are channelized through Memorandum of Understanding, and a lot of Memorandum of Understandings are in place. Field visits is another interesting area where the students gain a lot of understanding. We also get them onto the stage, present the ideas, bring them out, so that we will be able to identify some of these important students. Science activities, another buzzword on the campus. Most of the clinical trial, basic science researchers have a kind of a cross-pollination with various programs available on campus. Not only do we encourage our students, we also build them to develop leadership qualities in terms of the NCC and NSS activity. And what do they end up? The clinical research students basically look in terms of pharma companies, R&D divisions in a lot of the leading pharmaceutical companies. They are CROs and SMOs, and they also basically play a very important role in hospitals and data analytics of the data which they churn. So the entire process has to be learned, and that's the need for the hour. The country is looking in terms of total translation of meaningful idea. So this particular program, in a nutshell, is something which will enable the students to understand the importance and how to go about translating some of these important findings into meaningful outcomes. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was Dr. Solomon Paul, Professor and Head of Clinical Research. Next, we have the Allied Health Sciences, Dr. A.J. Hema Malni, Professor and Head.
A very good morning to all the learned audience here, distinguished officials, and also the counselors. We welcome to SRIHER to witness the journey of SRIHS. The Faculty of Allied Health Sciences 3 decades ago, no one has thought of it in India. It's a new, unique program that was brought to India by our management to nurture allied health care professionals. So that's how the journey started. We started with allied health sciences, and healthcare is not only a clinical practitioner's motive. There are multiple allied healthcare professionals who provide their expertise to give the best to the patient. And that is what is the journey of SRIHER here. We have undergraduate program, postgraduate program, and those who want to aspire for research, we do offer PhD both part-time and full-time. The eligibility to join the allied healthcare professional. Why choose SRIHER? As we said, 3 decades ago we started, and today any university which is offering AHS are being managed by the alumni of our university, and this is a proud moment for us as such. So we have a plethora of faculty who are extremely trained, not only in academia, also in their clinical practice. They are more distinguished researchers and publishers. There are also members who are at the district advisory level committee in the state. There are clinical practitioners, and they are the best faculty award winners. So these are the people who are going to nurture your students if they choose to start their career from Ramachandra. Undergraduate programs that we offer in FAHS include Nutrition and Dietetics Honours Program, 3.5 years with 6 months mandatory internship as led by NCHAP. Emergency Medical Technologist, 3 years, 6 semesters plus 1 year mandatory internship. Also optometry, as we know as B-Optom, 4 years with 1 year mandatory internship. And we do have multiple programs under allied health sciences, as you could see now, which is with NCHAP approved programs like laboratory sciences, physician associate, dialysis therapy technologies, radiation therapy technologies, and the list goes on. If any of your wards are willing to become an allied healthcare professional, the paramedic, you are in the right place to choose from the list that is being offered. We do have medical radiology and imaging technology and so on, and we also have non-NCHP programs which we will be continuing to offer in the forthcoming academic year. Those who want to pursue PG, we also cater to them. After completing their respective undergraduate programs, they can pursue to their respective PG programs as well and continue to do research in PhD as well. So as mentioned, AHS is the first of its kind at SRIHER, and it has a state-of-the-art facilities. The students are trained hands-on exposure. For all our allied health programs, we have a 2,500 bedded hospital, and you can imagine the amount of clinical expertise or hands-on training that the students will be receiving. And that makes them out of the world professionals when they go out. So these are the different professions where the allied health science students can go on, and not limited to this. They can be as dialysis therapy technologists, pulmonary diagnostics. They can also be as specialists for sleep medicine, because that is an upcoming area. Many people are sleepless and stressful, so the allied health professionals help them also. Pulmonary rehabilitation, radiology, technologies, and so on. The list is, I would say, the sky is the limit. After studying allied health science here in our university, they can choose in any of these areas. I have just highlighted only few here. They can also be health information management officers, industry and technology oriented jobs, education and research, and they can also be without appropriate nutrition therapy is helpless. So nutrition and dietetics offers hands-on training to all the graduates to become the expert nutrition care provider, where they can manipulate the diet to meet the requirements of the individuals and help in speedy recovery. And our students are in many hospitals of Chennai and abroad in India. They can also be as nutritionists or fitness centers, food and pharmaceutical industries. The nutritionists are welcome professionals. They can also be as public health nutritionists. They can set up a private practice, become an entrepreneur as well. They need not be job seeker, they can be job provider as well. That is how our allied health science professional trains the students. Be optom. Almost all of us require the goggles to have a clear vision. The optometrists are properly trained in this aspect. They become a very successful optometrist and they are all recruited across the globe and also in India. Many of the eye hospitals, corporate optical chains, contact lens and pharma companies, public health projects as NGOs, and they are also as assistant manager professional services. That is what our optometrist for you. So any student willing to become an optometrist, Ramachandra is the appropriate place. Emergency medical technology, we have been facing so many different disasters. Many of our generation have been facing all that. So the emergency team comes to rescue and Ramachandra trains them with a state-of-the-art facility to handle the emergency situations. And having trained here, they travel across, they become manager or coordinator of emergency services, senior health and safety officer, regional emergency health coordinators, ambulance services and also air ambulance services, which is being new, and Ramachandra facilitates that as well with the training that is being offered. We also have another program which is a non-NCHQ aligned program, which is BSc Medical Microbiology and Applied Molecular Biology. This offers training in the state-of-the-art laboratory services, and the graduates become clinical and molecular microbiology specialists, research assistants in the pharmaceutical industries. They are also involved in vaccine development, and we are proud in the news that the Ramachandra was actively involved in the COVID vaccine as well. And this is the training that is being offered under these programs. And also they are as food and water quality testing laboratories and diagnostic facilities. They have the opportunity to go and abroad and study. Not only for study, they get placements across the country and also overseas. Many of our alumni are being placed in different places. These are our different recruiters. We are proud to present the list of recruiters of allied healthcare professionals who have been trained under SRIHER. And these are our distinguished alumni in India and abroad, holding positions as CEOs, directors, founders of many individual professions. And this is, we are also happy to say one of our senior graduate is also in the National Council now, leading the leading position. So that is Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Allied Health Sciences for you, and we would be happy that you go and motivate your students and ask them to choose from the basket of allied health science programs that Ramachandra has to offer. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, we call our placement officer, Mr. Sundar Vadivel, Director and Career Services, Director of Career Services.
Good morning to one and all. So we also join with the SRIHER family from the Placement and Career Services to welcome you all. So I think most of my thing is being covered by our previous AHS Dr. Ma'am. So here anyhow they are going to show each and every faculty, they are going to show their at the end our exit point placement, the opportunities where they are going to be. But here we are here as a centralized placement department. So we are just going to run through. It is not like any other placement department you see in the normal colleges. Here we make a difference. So here we are here to say that difference alone, not that this is the company, this is the things which we have brought, and this is the thing which we are going to highlight on the process and systems what we are following here. So to start with the objective, So to start with the objective, we, as you know, the career for any student, it starts with 3 verticals. Either you need to settle down after the UG, Either you go for a placement and then or for the higher studies or for entrepreneurship. So we cater for all the three, but predominantly our focus is on the placement, because that is one thing which we can see the outcome of the respective students once they complete their program. So our major focus, we start with focusing on the students, those who deserve the placement, that is right student for a right job, that is number one. And number two, to make them ready as per the expectation of the employers. And number three is, we have two activities, one is internal and external activity. So with respect to internal, we make the students ready, and with respect to external, we liaison with the companies and get the requirements, and then share the requirements with the faculty, and then make the students ready. That is the major objectives. And once we complete, as I said, this is the other career path, the higher studies, entrepreneurship and civil services. So as we have explained, the process and the uniqueness, what we follow is the best practices, as I said, is the moment when the student comes into the pre-final year, we make them to think over and then to align with whether he or she is planning for the career, whichever the career he wants to do, so that we give them that inducement or make them ready to think over before a year. So we started doing the registration. So we categorize them into placement and other career services, as I said, with respect to higher studies and then other entrepreneurship and other things. So with respect to higher studies, as everyone says, this is a place where you get everything. So with higher studies, we have a very good faculty. They themselves will guide them. Apart from that, we have international relations department, where in which they guide them if there is any particular university the respective student want to go. And with respect to our entrepreneurship, we have an exclusive incubation cell, so which they can go and approach, they can take care of that. And with respect to the strategy, what we follow is we broadly categorize with respect to external activity. We categorize into 5 segments. So we concentrate on hospitals, we concentrate on pharma, we concentrate on medical devices and rehabs, and then digital healthcare, where in which all IT and other things come. This is the broader area. So we are approximately now we are working around with around 20 verticals, around we have 4,500 company database. So we are working on that. So we categorize based on this. The further categorization we do is we do the clinical and non-clinical. So which we broadly classify. This is our recruiters based on that. For further details, you can visit our website. Everything is online and dynamic. All the recruiters list are available. What is the process we are going is there also in the website. And with respect to the testimonials is also there. So what is the feedback given by each and every student with respect to that. And predominantly, as of now, everyone's expectation is what will be the CTC, now one of the major top. So with respect to the CTC, as of now in 2026 is somewhere around 3.6 across all the faculty, and then the highest so far we have achieved is 72, and we have both international and national placement. So as everyone says, the one uniqueness with respect to, or rather the strength which a student, once he comes inside and goes out of Ramachandra, one thing is which is very much required in any of the market is which is being taught here is once the student goes out, he can learn, he can make himself agile, number one, adaptable to the change, and number two is with respect to resilience, and number three, making them as a positive society, to impact the positive society. This is the thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Next, I call upon the Department of Engineering, Dr. Nandakumar, Associate Professor.
Good morning. I was expecting a response from the teachers. Good morning. So let me just make it very clear. I've said this before, and I'm going to say this again. When you say school teachers, I think it's my childhood trauma. I'm already like nervous, number one. And number two, my university higher-ups are here, so that is making me even more nervous. And my engineering heads are already here. They wanted me to sell myself. I'm shaking. So I'm sorry if I'm making a mistake. So let me introduce myself. I'm Nanda Kumar. I'm an associate professor. I represent Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Engineering and Technology. In short, we go by SRIT because that's how the internet and social media identifies us, right? So in engineering, we follow three things: teaching, research, and extension. Extension is all about translation, and engineering is all about translation. I mean, bringing into active response. That's what we believe in. So without much delay, so here in SRIT, we offer 5 engineering degree courses. The specialty is BTech Computer Science and Engineering with a subspecialty in Artificial Intelligence and Data Analytics, Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning, Cyber Security and IoT. So I'm also proud to say that we are the first one in the country to offer a unique degree which combines computer science and medical science together, and fortunately I belong to that department. It is BTech Computer Science and Medical Engineering. We also offer yet another conventional engineering course which is BTech Electronics and Communication Engineering, just to tap the ongoing supercapacity superconductor needs in the country. We also offer one science degree which is BSc in Bioinformatics. So the eligibility for the engineering course has become a regular patron for SRIT because every single year we are sending our students, they are getting accepted in NUS. The QS ranking is around 8, and this year it is not even mid of the year. 2 of our students are actually got placed in University of New South Wales. I'm sorry. The QS ranking is around 19, and most of our students are still waiting for their offer from NUS and all the other reputed universities around the world. So I would say for a relatively young faculty, we are like appreciated globally. And last but not the least, the entrepreneur. Most of our students are actually interested. These generations are really free-willing. They are interested in being an entrepreneur. And the 2 images which are there, these 2 gentlemen are really like successful with the help of our innovation incubation cell. They have started their own company. There is Mr. Yuvaraj. He runs a SUV International, and we have Dinesh. He runs an AgriSmart company. They are well-funded. Please do not ask me their profit margin. It breaks my heart and it makes me question my career choices as well. But I'm happy for that. So let me conclude. Why wait? So you can always reach us through our administrative officer. The contact details are given here. I'm not selling SRIT here. I'm just going to keep one humble request. Talk to us first, you or your wards or your students. Talk to us before you consider any of the leading engineering institutes in and around India. Alright, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Big numbers, big companies. I think you definitely sold yourself and SRIT, sir, and I think all the leaders are very proud of you. With that, we have our next presentation from Management Sciences, Dr. Pumagal, Assistant Professor.
Thank you, Priya. A very good morning to everyone gathered here. Literally, I can hear all your mind voices. You're all, so stressed about your board examinations. Prepare your plus 2 students, prepare your 10th standard students, and focusing for their future, their career. So it is literally very hearable and audible outside. And I'm Dr. A. Pumagal, going to represent Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Management Sciences. So just to begin, or before beginning my presentation, want to have a 30 seconds of conversation, a very short story in a very sarcastic way, and how does this particular presentation is going to be helpful for you. So one of the wards is walking into the counselor's cabin and telling, I'm very planned about my career. I know what I'm going to do after 2 years. I know what I'm going to be after 4 years or 5 years. So he's so confident and, talking to the counselor. And one simple question the counselor posted against the student, asked, what is your plan? Is that plan A or plan B? The student is so shocked and saying, oh, is there plan B? He or she doesn't know, there are multiple options for their future, and they all know what is one, and what, they keep on running towards that one particular option. And that is why counselors are ahead, and we should be much ahead about knowing all the syllabuses, all the curriculum, all the various institutions, and that is the one important purview. And the second purview of this particular presentation is to make you all acquainted with what are the various commerce and business programs that are available in Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research. Representing commerce and business education in medical university, it's literally like rats are arguing in front of lions, but still I am confident. And so to begin with, you can just see the various USPs of Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Management Sciences. It is AICTE and UGC approved programs and accredited with EACCA, which is from UK, and ICMAI. And we do have so many foreign collaborations, and the teaching and learning methods are so rigorous, and it is mostly aligned to the industry requirements, and it is recognized as Championship Scheme Center by the Minister of MSME. And we also make our students to get into summer internships and community engagement as well. And we also have good placement records. To begin with, the various undergraduation programs that we do offer. The first program is BBA, which is a 3-year program, and we do offer BBA using 3 specializations, which means we call it as 3 minors. And the second program is BCom Honors, which is a 4-year program, and it is the very first program in Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research aligned to NEP 2020. And students will have an option to exit in the 3rd year. Actually, it is a 4-year program, but they have privilege to exit in the 3rd year. And the second variation of BCom is BCom Honors, which is twinned with the Bentley University, which is in USA. Bentley University is well known for accountancy and finance education. And 3 years they can complete in Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Management Sciences. In successful completion of 3 years in Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Management Sciences, they can directly get into Bentley University for their 4th year. And the third variation in BCom is BCom International Finance, which is accredited by ACCA UK, which is considered as globally recognized CA. And the eligibility. So for BCom, 55% in their +2, if at all, if the student is from commerce and accountancy, or 60% from any other streams other than commerce and accountancy. And for BBA, it is 50% in their +2, no matter whether they are from biology, mathematics, pure science, or commerce and accountancy, whatever it is. And talking about the various minors offered under BBA, so the first one is international business, all talks about the EXIM, export, import, licensing and all those, hospital and healthcare management, and the third one is digital marketing. The curriculum is well structured and well tailored. It is aligned to the various minors which have been listed out here, and we also have experienced faculty team from IIM and IIT. And as I told you earlier, the curriculum is purely aligned to the industry requirements. And coming to the learning approach, of course, digital classroom and activity-based learning and outcome-based learning are assured. And this is BCom 4-year program. So all BCom Honors, BCom, ACCA. So the 3-year program is going to be very common. So if at all the student is continuing for the 4th year, the 4th year curriculum is going to be differentiated. Otherwise, the first 3-year courses and the subjects are going to be the same. And for BCom, the professional preparations you can see here, we also support the students in terms of CA, CWA, ACS and CME. And this is from Bentley University, as I told you earlier. So in order to get into Bentley University, the only condition is that students should successfully complete their 3 years of program in Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Management Sciences without arrears. So without arrears, and that is the one eligibility that makes them to get into Bentley University, and there is no any entrance examination for the students to get into Bentley University. And On-campus housing facilities, special placement supports for Indian students are assured in Bentley University. And when the student is completing 4th year in Bentley University, they will have an opportunity to continue the extra 1 year in same Bentley University by pursuing their MS Finance or Analytics program in Bentley University itself. And 30% of concession in tuition fee is also assured. And this is all about globally recognized CA. As we all know, the Indian CA, this is actually globally recognized CA, which is called ACCA from UK. So in ACCA, 9 papers are exempted if the student is getting BCom admission in Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Management Sciences. They are not supposed to write 9 examinations, 9 papers. So remaining 5 papers are mandatory papers, and only those 5 papers they can take, and altogether they can become globally recognized CA professional. And talking about ACCA has special platform for their placement supports. It is unlike the Indian market systems. So ACCA, they have their own platform where they can enroll their own professionals who complete or who who are eligible to be globally recognized. So they have their own platforms in order to support for their placements. So I know very well how difficult it is for the counselors to deal with Gen Z. Do you all agree with me? So it is very, very difficult because every student, they want to see the result immediately. Now what will happen immediately? What will I get immediately? And most of these students are not patriotic also. They always want to fly to abroad. So whenever you have any such queries or any such questions or any such students to face, probably you can refer to these internationally recognized programs that is offered under Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Management Sciences. So coming to the job opportunities, so once they complete, no matter whether it is BBA or BCom, whatever it is, so these are the list of opportunities available. They can become hospital administrators, healthcare consultant, business analyst, pharmaceutical executive, social media marketing, that is ruling the world, entire world right now. So taxation associate, banking operators, and financial analyst, and financial planning and consultants. These are very few actually. To be very frank, these are very few. So wider opportunities are there for BCom and BBA graduates. And the left hand side you can see our topmost recruiters who continuously collaborate and associate with us. And this is all about the successful stories of SRFMS through a quantitative measure. We are not talking anything qualitatively. It is all quantitative measures to show how the SRFMS alumni are successful, and they have been placed in Ireland, United Kingdoms, USA. So apart from Indian corporates, they also have been posted into foreign corporates. So knowledge shared is actually knowledge squared. I hope and I strongly believe in this statement. So I want all the counselors to take this forward to your teacher, forward to your students, to your maybe the other teachers as well, so that because students believe in you, they see you as guidance. So we want all of you to pass all this information to your wards. And to conclude, we don't teach management in isolation, but we integrate management with healthcare, ethics, and responsibility. And Faculty of Management Sciences is one way important because we don't just prepare students for boardrooms alone, but we prepare them to be a responsible individuals in the society. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am. I now invite Dr. Jibu George Varghese, Sir, Principal of Sports Sciences, to take over.
Morning everyone. I'm Professor Jibbu George. I represent the Faculty of Sports and Exercise Science. And before I go through my slides, I would just like to explain what is the importance of sports and exercise science with perspective to our national needs as of today. Now, what is sports and exercise science? So far, we have gone through various students. You would have all experienced your students being very good enthusiasts about sports or very serious sports participants. Now, there's a big difference between being enthusiastic about sports and being good sports participants. Now, this I have been experiencing since the last so many years. Like people who have joined for our sports and exercise science courses, they are good. We have a good team of elite athletes who have represented the country itself in various sports. At the same time, we also have people who are not at all participating in sports, but they are all enthusiastic about sports. Now, when we ask them, what is your idea behind joining our course? Why did you come into sports and exercise science? Now, they are very clear about it. And that's one of the advantages of the Gen Z that I have seen. So they have explored a lot and they say, sir, I just want to be a sports psychologist. I don't want to participate myself into sports. I just want to be a sports psychologist or I want to be an exercise physiologist. So they're very clear about what they want to pick up with. And that's what we offer here in Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Sports and Exercise Science, where we have the state-of-the-art facilities as well. Now, looking at the upcoming years, where our Prime Minister has already announced that we will be bidding for the 2036 Olympics. So when we are looking forward towards growth in sports, and the government has also, there is a buzzword that the government is also starting a lot of sports universities, isolated sports universities. That also shows opening up of facilities or avenues for employment for a lot of sports science enthusiasts, clear, and graduates. So that is where we are heading towards. Yes, let me enter into the slides, please. And Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Sports and Exercise Science offers world-class education in sports science, and we nurture through various courses of sport biokinetics, sports physiotherapy, sports biomechanics, sports nutrition, sports and exercise physiology, and sports and exercise psychology. Now, all these courses are offered in our 4 years degree program, which is BSc Hon Sports and Exercise Science, which is inclusive of 1 year internship through our various sports partners, and also internship is in our own institution. And then in the postgraduate courses, programs, we also have the MPT in sports, Master of Physiotherapy in sports, and MSc Sports and Exercise Psychology. Now, the eligibility criteria for BSc Hon Sports and Exercise Science is physics, chemistry and biology, or physics, chemistry and botany with zoology. Now, along with that, I would also like to mention that we are passionate about sports, and hence we also have some considerations for elite athletes or really promising athletes. When we say promising athletes, those people who have excelled in sports at the school levels, who have represented the district, who have represented the state, and even those who have already represented the country. So we give priority for such people as well. Now, where is the scope of this? Now, it's a multidisciplinary field that encompasses the study of human movement, physical activity and sports performance. Hence, we have opportunities in clinical settings. We also have opportunities for them in academics through higher education, and also to be entrepreneurs. Now, in clinical settings, we do have areas of high performance center where they can be employed. Today, hospitals also employ sports managers, because there are a lot of hospitals who cater to the needs of elite athletes, injured elite athletes. And healthcare industries, schools, sports good manufacturers. These are the various clinical settings that offer employment. And then there are facilities for higher education, post-graduation in sports biomechanics, sports psychology, sports nutrition, strength and conditioning, and also further later into the postgraduate, the PhD programs, doctoral programs. And they also have good chances of being entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs in the sense they, through the SRIHER, we also have facilities of being innovators. You can design your own equipment, sports equipments, or through today's digital world, there are a lot of opportunities for innovations. They can have and register their own companies with their products, and also get into fitness centers, make their own fitness centers, high performance centers, and also the sports rehabilitation, various sports rehabilitation centers. And job opportunities and placements, many of our students also turn out to become strength and conditioning coaches, sports psychologists, consultants, sports biomechanists, sports nutritionists, and sports management professionals, and sports rehabilitation professionals, and also sports and exercise physiologists. And we have a lot of strategic partners. Few of the significant ones in academics, research and clinical services are displayed here. Number one is the Loughborough University in UK, which happens to be the number one in sports biomechanics in the world. And in fact, we have Professor Mark King, who is here for this weekend for our conference as well. And then we also have MOUs with the Sports Development Authority of Tamil Nadu, Sports Authority of India, and the Chennai FC ISL team. Now, why choose Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Sports and Exercise Science? I'm proud to say that we are the first institute, and the management has envisaged the importance of sports in the country 10 years back, more than 10 years back, and we started this in the year 2013. And we are the first in the country to offer this program. And we also have the state-of-the-art laboratory facilities and the equipments. In fact, on the right side, what you see, the middle picture is the biomechanics lab, which is accredited by the International Cricket Council, one among the 4 in the world. And we are really proud of that. And expert faculty with industry experience. We have senior faculty members as well as young blood with us, who will also help us to bridge between the senior faculties and today's young generation. And then we are also a part of the integral, the medical fraternity at SRIHER, which is also the value-added addition to the entire sports science fraternity. Now, faculty, we have as our director an orthopedic arthroscopic surgeon, Professor Armugam. He himself is a sports surgeon. And then next, that is the person in the white shirt that you see there. And next to him, you see is the former Indian hockey captain who represented India in various Olympics, as well as he was the captain during the Moscow Olympics in 1980. He is in charge for our hockey services, Mr. V. Bhaskaran. And along with the other senior faculties, we also have Professor Jolly Roy, who has more than 30 years of experience behind her. And she has worked with Sports Authority of India, and she was also a sports psychology consultant with the government of Malaysia. And then there's also myself, who has more than 20 years of experience, and I am also an international instructor in manual therapy. Coming to our alumni and our achievements. Now, our alumni are employed at various sports-related industries, like I mentioned earlier, can be the clinical sectors or in the manufacturing areas. And then we have a lot of achievements to our kit. The sports science faculty, as a part of the Sri Ramachandra Center for Sports Science, was envisaged with the idea of bringing out Olympians. And so far, we have succeeded in having not less than gold medals at the national games and at the Khelo India Games. And few of this have been, we are proud to say, few of these elite athletes have been our own BSc students. And beyond this, we also do cater to the needs of other elite athletes, to our champion shooters who have participated in world championships and at Asia. And we also have our own rowing team members. And I'm proud to say Sri Ramachandra University, SRIHER, has also sponsored our rowing team for the World University Rowing Championships, and our students had the opportunity to have international exposure. The rowing team representing India has been to Netherlands for the rowing competitions. And we have also assisted a lot of champions to the World Cup and to the Olympics. And our goal is still there. We are here to support the country with a lot of patriotic efforts to bring out Olympians and medals for the country. So here we plan on producing sports scientists to create Olympians and champions. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now invite Dr. Ashwin, Assistant Professor from Occupational Therapy, to take over.
Very good morning. I know I have to complete this presentation in next 5 minutes, but I'll take 30 seconds from this. So I want everybody to stand up because I hear a lot of noises from the chairs. So I feel it teaches a little uncomfort. So can you just stand up, stretch yourself? So being an occupational therapist, I know how ergonomic and important it is. So you can stretch yourself, rest your hands, just 20 seconds that you can stretch yourself. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. And you can also turn, you can say 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you can sit down. And I want you to close your eyes for 10 seconds because I know how your eyes has been, stressed on seeing both of the slides. So keep your eyes closed for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can open it. Very good morning, dear gurus, dear teachers. So I am Dr. Yashwin, Assistant Professor in Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Occupational Therapy, and I am excited to present about my faculty. The key highlights of SRIHER is that Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Occupational Therapy is accredited internationally by World Federation of Occupational Therapy and nationally by All India Occupational Therapists Association and Academic Counselors for Occupational Therapy. And Sri Ramachandra Faculty for Occupational Therapy is awarded with Outstanding Institute for Innovative Teaching Learning Strategies, and SRIHER is recognized as Center of Excellence. So these three highlights are very key important that you can make your students to take part to select themselves their higher education in occupational therapy. So under Sri Ramachandra Faculty for Occupational Therapy, we offer 3 different programs. One, Bachelor of Occupational Therapy, which is a 5-year program, 4 years of academics and 1 year of clinical rotatory internship, which is compulsory. And Masters of Occupational Therapy, and we are proud to say that in our country, in India, Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Occupational Therapy is the only institute in occupational therapy providing 6 postgraduate specialties, right from musculoskeletal sciences, pediatrics and neonatology, neurosciences, mental health, hand and oncological sciences. And also we do offer Doctor of Philosophy in part-time as well as in full-time. The eligibility criteria for all these programs would be Bachelor's of Occupational Therapy, NEET appearance is mandatory with minimum of 50% of in physics, chemistry and biology. For the Masters of Occupational Therapy, BOP graduate is the eligibility criteria. And if someone was ready to pursue in Doctor of Philosophy, MOT graduate is mandatory. The scope of the program, many, I'm really pretty sure many do not know occupation. How many know occupational therapy here? Oh, great. You're happy. Yes, thank you so much for all you raising your hands. So occupational therapy is an independent healthcare profession. This is a very, very uniqueness about this profession. Next, and as an occupational therapist, we treat across span of human development right from neonate to the old age. And to the elderly population, we treat. Third, as occupational therapists, we see holistic management for complex health conditions varying from illness to deformities. And we work towards health promotion and disease prevention. Health promotion is like what we started in the session right before. And return to work, community reintegration to environmental modification. Next, we, as an occupational therapist will be employed right from primary care centers to the tertiary care centers. And these are the few areas that is inside our campus. We do offer more than 5,000 square feet in the clinical setups. The first one, which is a sensory integration therapy unit, which is developed with an international standards. The second picture, which which we are treating for ortho and neuromusculoskeletal conditions. And third is the mental health or the psychiatric occupation therapy. Fourth, in India we do provide a single unit with more than 500 square feet established itself for assistive adaptive technology and sprinting managements. And third, we do provide units for oncological and hand and musculoskeletal rehabilitation. And the center is our college. Once a student is done with Bachelor's of Occupation Therapy, he or she can pursue a career opportunities as director with the age of experiences in their respective field. They can be a therapy manager, they can lead a department, they can be a superintendent, a rehab officer, researcher, if with experience in their clinical and academic designations, they can go up to from assistant professor, associate professor to the professor. They can be also consultant, chief clinical and senior occupational therapist. They can be an ergonomic therapist. They can do as assistant director general, deans, principals, head, and they can lead a project. All of these are aligned with the National Commission of Allied and Healthcare Professionals. And their practicing settings would be hospitals, they can work in rehabilitation centers, they can be as consultation services, they can work in academics, research institutions, psychiatric clinics, centers, vocational training centers, they can lead an independent clinic, early intervention centers, special, inclusive, mainstream schools and NGOs. They can lead or they can work in industries, ergonomic services, geriatric homes and de-addiction centers. SRIHER has placed on records, we do have 100% placements right from our establishment. And one key golden opportunity that if a student is opted with Bachelor's of Occupation Therapy, he or she has an eligibility of having 1 month clinical observership abroad. And we had an MOU with University of Bournemouth and University of Nizwa, where students from here, they can go there, have a clinical experience, and people from there, they'll be coming here as student-faculty exchange. This is our key uniqueness of SRIHER. And the gross salary package of a clinician, once he or she is done with this Bachelor's of Occupation Therapy, they will have a roofing amount of 15 to 20 lakhs per annum if it is going to be an independent clinic, and it can be more than that. And if a student once they are done with their Bachelor's of Occupation Therapy degree, they can be working as a clinician at institution. Their average package salary would be from 7 lakhs to 10 lakhs per annum. And if it is entrepreneur, I'm sorry, it is their limit, whatever they wish they can. And the highest package salary of SRIHER records is rupees 75 lakhs that our alumni has been received as offer letters from United States of America, California. It's an East Area organization. That is our highest package. And to name a very few recruiters, we do have a lot of recruiters, but our notable recruiters are from national as well as international recruiters. And we have signed MOU with different organizations. With Phoenix Medical System and IIT Madras, we have been nominated as a nodal center for developing array standing wheelchair. And the Bournemouth University and University of Nizwa, we have student exchange programs. And Willite is another developing, emerging technology for treating clients with autism. And this is a very important slide. Our notable alumni. Our alumni has been placed in national and international sectors. Shalini, the first picture, Shalini. She is now working in University of McMaster, Canada. And also Dr. Aditya, he is a COE of his own organization. He is having more than branches of clinics in Chennai as well as in US. And our alumni have been placed in United Kingdom, Canada, Singapore, United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, and more than. And nationally, our students, our alumni is leading many organizations. Dr. Shija, she is leading as Vice Principal in Sri Balaji Medical College. Dr. Shukanti, she is in Clinical Head in ACES Medical College, and so on. And to be very honest, wherever our alumni have been giving their resumes, Ramachandra Faculty of Occupational Therapy alumni has been given as first preference for their job recruitments. So we are pride and we continue our legacy to reach our goals. So with this, our main key uniqueness, if your students are going to occupational therapy, the main uniqueness is that you can, your student can prefix themselves as doctors and suffix themselves as OT. This is mandated by the National Commission of Allied and Healthcare Professionals, Government of India, Act 2021. And they can practice independently or in multidisciplinary with a minimum baccalaureate degree. And they are recognized healthcare professionals. The postgraduate professionals or postgraduate specialties offering from Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Occupational Therapy, all are recognized by the Government of India. So with this, if you a student want to be a change maker, join SRIHER, shape the future, mention your students as occupational therapy as a promising career. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for literally waking us up and energizing the hall with those wonderful exercises. I'm sure that everyone is now refreshed, active and fully alert. Now moving forward, I now call upon Dr. Paramita Datta, Assistant Professor from the Faculty of Behavioral Sciences, to lead the next session.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, sir, for making us relaxed physically. Are we relaxed? Yes. But I believe after my presentation, who is coming to present is not relaxed. Even you are not relaxed. Somewhere the term is coming in your mind, which is regular to us: stress, anxiety, burnout. Is it very important nowadays? Yes? With the teachers are facing, with the students? How many of you are agreed that mental health issues is very important? Almost everyone. Yes. This is my faculty. I am Dr. Paramita Datta, Assistant Professor, Department of Applied Psychology. And I am proud to tell you, SRIHER is not only taking care of physical health, also we are creating trained professional for mental health. We are Faculty of Behavioral and Social Sciences. We have 4 departments within us: clinical psychology, applied psychology, mind-body medicine, and lifestyle science and social work. This faculty is offering UG, PG and PhD program where the students are coming. They are fully ready to help you. I should say our students are ready to help the society. We have UG program from Department of Clinical Psychology, which is a 4-year program with 8 semesters, and Department of Applied Psychology also providing BSc Applied Psychology, which is a 3-year program with 6 semesters. And followed by we have Masters and PhD. The eligibility, any recognized school, the students who have the 10+2 curriculum, they can join us in clinical psychology, major science subject along with that minimum cut-off marks as per the university rules. These are the things which we need. But why student will choose Ramachandra? Why student will come to FBSS? This is a subject where practically we need professional training, practical exposure. I am very proud to tell you we have excellent experienced faculty within us who are the member of core psychological associations and other abroad and nationally recognized institutes. And what more? Our students will get the exposure of the various departments in our medical college, like Department of Psychiatry, Department of Oncology, Department of Respiratory, and many more. I cannot complete the list. And where they will get the hands-on training from our renowned doctors, which is really very difficult for any other colleges. Along with that, we have 50 standardized assessment in our psychology lab, where they will get the hands-on training because it's a scientific subject and they can use it in assessing our behavior and helping the society. Not only this, it's a happy moment to share with you, even in the undergrad level, our students utilizing their theories and hands-on training in research aspect, and they are presenting their paper, getting the awards from national and international programs, conferences. Even one of the main institute of mental health in NIMHANS, they are presenting. It's a proud thing for us. Clinical psychology, after completing the BSc in clinical psychology, student will be able to get the license because our course is recognized by RCI, and they can work as clinical assistant. When you are equipped, you will not search, you will get the opportunity. Like that, our students are getting opportunity. They are welcomed by the world's best institute for their higher educations. These are few where they are studying for their higher educations. These are few of our distinguished alumni who are established at this moment in abroad, not in-house. Even these are the very few I am giving here who are welcoming our students for the internship and placement. Now the question of job, very important aspect. We need the job. You have to say the students, how will you get the job? I can tell you, and I hope you all will agree with me, opportunity for mental health job is huge. I cannot just make them together, but we are trying to segregate a little bit of it. You can see from mental health, they can play a role as counseling psychologist, family therapist, rehabilitation psychologist, licensed clinical psychologist, de-addictional. In organization setup, they can be a corporate counselor, motivational speaker, industrial psychologist, and then come to the education. Is it needed that the psychologist is needed in your school and every education aspect? It's no need to explain that by me. I hope you all will agree how much it is important in your school. Am I right? I can't hear. Am I right?
Yes.
So there also we are providing, because I know all of us, even you are handling from the small kids to 12, and we are handling from 12 to here, after 12 to here. We all are facing all the problems, and COVID-19 enhanced this problem more. So nothing more. I just want to tell you, we are here to give you best student, trained student in mental health. If you are agree, this is needed, please refer us. And with this, I want to conclude. Thank you so much. Wish you all very happy New Year.
Thank you, ma'am, for highlighting that mental health actually matters. Moving forward, I now invite Dr. Lalita, Assistant Professor from the Faculty of Biomedical Sciences, to proceed the next session.
A very good morning to all. I am here to represent the Faculty of Biomedical Sciences and Technology. The faculty includes 3 departments: Department of Human Genetics, Department of Biomedical Sciences, and the Department of Biotechnology. This faculty offers undergraduate, postgraduate, and PhD programs. There are 3 undergraduate programs that we offer: BSc Honors Biomedical Sciences for a duration of 4 years, BSc Honors Medical Biotechnology for a duration of 4 years, and BSc Medical Biotechnology for a duration of 3 years. All of these 3 undergraduate programs are research intensive programs, and we give options of different specializations. The Honors in Biomedical Sciences programs offers 4 different specializations: Applied Biomedical Sciences, Biotechnology, Human Genetics, and Bioinformatics. These specializations the students can opt for during the last year of their duration, undergraduate duration. The Biotechnology undergraduate programs offers 1 year of internship, research internship duration during the last year. So all through the years of undergraduate studies, we give them hands-on training focusing for industry placements. The postgraduate programs offered by the faculty include MSc in Human Genetics, MSc in Biotechnology, MSc in Biomedical Sciences, all of them for a duration of 2 years, and we also offer PhD programs in the disciplines. Now, who can join these programs? For the undergraduate programs, school students with higher secondary certificate, with CBSE or ISC curriculum, with physics, chemistry, biology, with or without maths. Mathematics is not mandatory, are eligible to join the undergraduate programs I had listed. We also admit international and NRI students. For the postgraduate programs listed, the students with undergraduate degree in life science, any discipline of life science, will be eligible to take up the postgraduate programs. For the PhD programs, candidates with 4 years of undergraduate, honors undergraduate programs are directly eligible, and also with the PG programs they are eligible. Now, why choose FBMST at SRIHER? So, there is a list of reasons which I am proud to discuss. The curriculum here is skill-oriented, outcome-oriented, and the curriculum is planned to have a multidisciplinary aspect of learning, and we provide integrated learning with hands-on practical exposure for almost all the theory contents they learn. And we have state-of-the-art infrastructure, and we provide hands-on training. Hands-on here literally means hands-on. The students work with their hands, use the equipments, they learn working the equipments, troubleshooting with the equipments, which does not happen in all the academic institutions. And this is based on the feedback we get from our alumni, it's not just my words. And another important proud thing that I would like to discuss here is SRIHER continuously insists and encourages faculty development programs, professional developments for its faculties. So we believe knowledge obtain of the faculty is really important. So I cannot handle my students today like how my teacher handled me 20 years back. So I think you all agree with me. So we need continuous professional development, and we keep doing that for ourselves. And we provide internship and field exposures, I would say better than the other institutions, because we have a medical environment here, and the paramedical students are encouraged to do projects for their summer fellowship in medical departments. They have clinical postings, clinical rotations. So these exposures are better given at SRIHER. And we have really good defined procedures to identify learners who are something different from the crowd, from the other crowd. So the advanced learners are easily picked up and we give them enrichment for their learning. So we try to satisfy their thirst, not just classroom teaching, not just giving the lectures, not just covering the curriculum. We do other things for them. And there are a lot of research avenues. Research is a word usually meant for PhD graduates after undergraduation, after post-graduation. You do PhD, you say, I do research. But here at SRIHER, we try to give a taste of research at the undergraduate level to our students. So our beloved Chancellor has been doing for several years the Chancellor Summer Research Fellowship. So this is given for the undergraduate students of SRIHER. And at the Faculty of Biomedical Sciences, we motivate and encourage our undergraduate students to write research proposals. So at the level of undergraduation, learning what is research, research cannot be taught using a textbook. They have to experience it. So learning how to write a research proposal and writing it and applying for a competition, getting a grant and performing a small research project, getting the data and taking it to publication is something really great for an undergraduate level. So that happens every year for several students of undergraduate category at SRIHER. And proud to list a few facilities to highlight the research availability, research opportunities available at the Faculty of Biomedical Sciences and Technology. So we have the Animal Cell Culture Facility, the Microbiology Lab, the Genomics and Proteomics Lab, the Stem Cells Lab, the Drosophila Lab, the Plant Tissue Culture Facility, the Immunotechnology, Nanotechnology Labs, the Biodosimetry Labs, the Prenatal and Cytogenetic Labs. All of these labs do not just exist, they are completely functional, busy with our undergraduate, postgraduate, project students from outside, from other organizations, other internship students coming from the other institutions, our PhD students, so they keep our labs busy. You can visit our facility anytime to access any of these labs and know the research updations happening in these labs. So what do the students do after doing these programs from the Faculty of Biomedical Sciences and Technology? So there are different options. I must be repeating what the others have said. Higher education for undergraduation, they take up post-graduation with different disciplines of life science. So though there are placement, job options and entrepreneurship avenues available for the students, most of our undergraduate students are research focused when they come inside, and they prefer to take up post-graduation in different disciplines of life science. So they can do post-graduation, and the postgraduates can pursue PhD in national and international universities. And coming to the placement, through the placement office, on campus and off campus, most of our students get placed in really good positions, and we have a long list of potential recruiters, so including biotechnology industries, the pharma industries, and they also get into academic institutions. And we have alumni entrepreneurs, very proud entrepreneurs, developing research and development R&D labs in different sectors and engaging in developing manufacturing sectors. So these are some of the list of the disciplines of life science for possible masters and PhD. Master's program for the undergrads and the PhD disciplines for the postgrads. So here you as academic counselors, most of you must have seen these list of courses like biotechnology, microbiology are very commonly heard. So there are some courses like the infection biology, neurobiology, neuroanatomy, which our alumni have completed or are pursuing masters in these disciplines in Indian universities and abroad, wherever they are offered. So some 4 or 5 years back, we did not know our students are actually eligible to take up neuroanatomy, neuroscience, etc. because they are super specialty post-graduations. And I'm sure next year when we meet again, the list will expand. So our students get entry into several universities abroad with different super specialty post-graduations after completing undergraduation here at Biomedical Sciences. And there can be a slight deviation from the hardcore life science discipline, and a few listed like the psychology, the public health, post-graduation in public health, the health service management. They can do MBA courses related to hospital management. We have our alumni placed there as well. And these are lists of a few of the potential recruiters for our students. So the positions they take range from being regulatory associates, research analysts. They can become embryologists in hospitals. We have our alumni working as embryologists in IVF centers. They pursue masters in clinical embryology after doing the undergraduate programs in our faculty, and they are eligible to become embryologists. And they can enter into pharmaceutical companies and they serve as quality analysts, quality control managers, etc. They have an excellent vertical growth over there. And they can also get into academic institutions as a teacher, as a lecturer, take up faculty positions. So SRIHER has MOUs with several reputed organizations, institutes, and through these MOUs, our students can get internship opportunities, different placement avenues, and higher education options. So a couple of years back, few of our undergraduate students got the opportunity to do internship for 5 to 6 months. The final year project they have completed in the Harvard institution, and we have facilitated that to align with our curriculum. And proud to show a few distinguished alumni from the Faculty of Biomedical Sciences and Technology. So the alumni are placed in really good positions. So you can see Dr. Deepak Barnabas, who was the very first batch student of Biomedical Sciences undergraduation. And he is now in the Faculty of Medicine in Imperial College London. He completed his PhD in the Cambridge. So very happy to have such proud alumni. And how many of you have heard of Kire Kadai? Kire Kadai, the dip soup, moringa soups. Any 5 to 10 minutes of opening your Facebook page or Instagram page, there is one ad of dip soup. So proud to say our alumni Miss Padmini is heading the R&D division of Kire Kadai. So she was the UG and PG alumni at the Faculty of Biomedical Sciences. I think that postgraduate retention of our undergraduates speaks our quality. And there is another entrepreneur, Mr. Chirag, who is the founder of Astra Life Sciences. And all of us know about the Biocon company. So there is one alumni, Ms. Darini, working as a research executive at Biocon. And we have the founder of Selfie, Dr. Krishna Chaitanya, faculty, the alumni of the Faculty of Biomedical Sciences. And we have Ms. Soumya, who is practicing counseling psychology, who is a private practitioner. She has also worked in several hospitals like the A4 hospitals and different IVF centers. So a wide spectrum of opportunities for the programs at the Faculty of Biomedical Sciences and Technology. So most of these courses, most of these programs, similar or exactly the same programs are offered by several institutions. You all must have visited several institutions like how you're all here today. But it's not about the matter of offering, it's about the matter of who is delivering it best to the students. So this is the Faculty of Biomedical Sciences for you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am. If possible, for lunchtime, any soup arrange for With that, we go on to the next department, Department of Physiotherapy, by Dr. Raja Rajeshwari, Associate Professor and Head.
A very good morning to all. So I am Dr. Rajadishwari, representing Faculty of Physiotherapy. And so before going into the courses, I want to just to say a few words about the importance of this profession. So functional independence, we know it is a very, plays a great role in any person's life. So if it is compensated by any medical condition or because of trauma or even after a surgery, or physiotherapists have a great role in restoring the movements and the functional independence. And also to prevent a disease is also very much important, like a stroke or a myocardial infarction, where we have a great role in reducing the health related risk factors and also have a role in promoting the fitness and physical activity levels, which makes a person to be independent in their lifespan. And coming to the programs offered, we offer Bachelor of Physiotherapy, which is actually a 4.5-year program, but now based on the new NCHP guidelines, it has been converted to 5 years program, including 1 year of internship. So we also offer post-graduation in 5 major branches: musculoskeletal sciences, neurosciences, cardiopulmonary sciences, obstetrics and gynecology, and oncology sciences. And a PhD also is being offered both on full-time basis and part-time basis. So coming to the eligibility for pursuing BPT, they should have completed +2 or HSC or any equivalent examination with 50% marks in aggregate. Now appearance for NEET is mandatory as per the new NCHP guidelines, and the ranking might be based on the NEET scorings during the admission process. And for pursuing Master Physiotherapy, any BPT degree in any recognized university is compulsory or mandatory. So the main highlight of our program is we have a competency-based physiotherapy curriculum as per the National Commission for Allied Health and Care Profession Acts 2021. Now our main thing is we have well-equipped labs where we offer specialized training in various branches like neurology, cardio and pulmonary, oncology and other skills with practice. Since physiotherapy is a 60% skill-based program, practical training is very much important along with the academics. So we have senior, well-experienced faculties and also with young faculties mixture. So we around, out of which they have around 20 years of experience on an average, and faculties are with doctoral degrees, and they also possess certifications and specialized skill training both at the national and international level. Like for example, we can have like FAMER certification, which is advanced medical education and research certification, and the certification in orthopedics and manual therapies, osteopathic and manual therapies, in neurodevelopmental therapies, etc. Our main thing about our is the students will have very clinical exposure. So you can see our last year census was around 62,000. So the students will be exposed, will have hands-on training in various areas, in various disorders, in treating, even at an undergraduate level. We start our clinical training at the end of the second year itself, and they will be exposed to treating patients in varied age groups, starting from neonates, that is the newborn children, so in the NICUs, till the geriatric care, elderly. We have a great role in that is we can treat the patients throughout their lifespan. As far as the job opportunities are concerned, so we have ample of job opportunities in academics. They can pursue their career as assistant professors in their academics, and even they can act as research fellows. and they have ample opportunities in clinical areas like in hospitals, specialty clinics, even in sports academies and early intervention centers, special schools for children and child care centers, geriatric care that for elderly, and even in industries as ergonomic consultants, and even they have a vital role in community health programs and home-based programs. So these are some of our prominent placements at national level. So our alumni are placed in varied disciplines as academicians, as clinicians, even as entrepreneurs. One of our proud alumni has a chain of 30 clinics, founder of 30 clinics in United Kingdom. So they have a great role. So at national level, these are our prominent placements. And even in international levels, they are placed well, even in the academic area as research fellows, professors, and clinically they are placed very well, and mostly 100. Okay. So placed in various universities and clinics abroad and also in India. So we have various MOUs signed with both international and national level organizations like University of South Australia, Inter University, Bournemouth University, University of Niswa and Cancer Institute, and even with the Geriatric Foundation. And we have faculty exchange programs where we had students received from Birmingham University, UK, and also from University of Niswa, and our faculty and students went to Bournemouth University as an exchange program. And our alumni are pursuing their higher education in various reputed universities, both in India and abroad. These are some of the universities where they are still pursuing, and they have even completed their thing and are also working as research fellows. And we are very proud of our alumni who are placed very well in various parts of the world, and in India well placed. So mostly 100% of them are placed very well and throughout the world. So if you really want to have a career in a very caring profession, physiotherapy will be the best choice, which gives a functional independence to a particular person. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am. With that, we now call upon Dr. Manjula, Associate Professor from the Department of Nursing.
A very warm good morning to all. So myself, Dr. Manjula, I will be presenting about Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Nursing. So before moving into the presentation, I would like to share my personal experience. Being an alumni of this university, I have done my undergraduate, postgraduate and PhD in this institute. And whenever there is an alumni meet which is held, I was asked to call my friends and the students who have passed out. So it's really difficult because most of the time our students are placed in foreign countries, and there is no chance of there is no job scarcity in this profession. So let me tell how this college runs. Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Nursing. It's recognized by our statutory body, Indian Nursing Council and Tamil Nadu Nurses and Midwives Council. We have faculty, 75 plus faculty who works both in college as well as in the clinical area. And so far we have around 2,660 students who are graduated from this faculty. And the UG and PG programs offered are BSc Nursing. The duration is 4 years. So we take 160 students per year under the BSc Nursing program. And BSc Nursing post-basic, this is for a diploma students who have completed. They want to upgrade themselves into a bachelorate degree. They have to do a post-basic, which is a 2 years program. We take up 20 students per year. And MSc Nursing PG programs, we offer 2 PG programs. MSc Nursing, which is a 2-year program, and MSc Nursing Nurse Practitioner in Critical Care, again it's a 2-year program. So PhD, we have part-time and full-time PhD which are being offered. And beyond the curriculum, we offer nursing course. So we have, this course is running for the past 2 years. This is for the students to get proficiency in their English language. So most of the students, once they graduate, they get offer in many countries. One of the challenging thing is they have to clear the English proficiency exam. So we offer from the first year onwards. So by the time the student completes their 4 years, they will be ready to take up any English proficiency exams. And we also offer value-based add-on course and career development courses also offered in Faculty of Nursing. So the eligibility criteria for the UG program, the student should have 12th pass with 45% aggregation in physics, chemistry, biology, and they should pass in English subject. So why Faculty of Nursing, Sri Ramachandra Faculty of Nursing? So here we have a dynamic academic environment where we nurture our students overall, including research, innovation, and a socially responsible person. And we offer the clinical exposure in the university teaching hospital. So we have around 2,500 bedded hospital within campus, both in the Medical Sri Ramachandra Medical Center and G-Block. So the students get experienced within our campus itself, and the students get hands-on training. Before the students are getting posted in the clinical setup, we have laboratory skill lab and virtual reality labs are available, where the students get practice in these labs and then the students are posted in the clinical area. And we have our English language training, and 100% placement assistance are also offered for the students. So the PG opportunity.
Faculty of Pharmacy. So to know about the Faculty of Pharmacy, so how many of you have heard about the pharmacy profession? So almost many have heard about pharmacy profession. So the first thing that comes to a student mind as an aspirant will be a doctor. Say they want to do MBBS. Secondary, they go for BDS. Then next, few aspirants go for engineering. Then the next thing that pops to the student's mind is they want to go for compounding and dispensing of medicines. Right. Then apart from that, we have that part of aspect is so that holds a doctorate degree. So many people who are aspirants in education, they select pharmacy, they want to become doctors. So it's a 6 years program, we do offer that. So now we'll go on to our Faculty of Pharmacy. So our Faculty of Pharmacy, so it is a very old institution. As we all know, SRIHER itself is a very old established institution, and under one of its banyan is, under the banyan tree is Faculty of Pharmacy. It is over the 3 decades of its establishment, and so the SRFOP, they provide the state-of-the-art infrastructure with strong academic ecosystem. They provide innovation and experiential learning. So the faculties of the pharmacy, they have a very good background of research. So more than 70% of our faculty are being with PhD degrees. They hold the doctorate degrees. So the selection for a student to the hands of faculties of the pharmacy will be a right choice. So the Faculty of Pharmacy, we offer the spectrum of courses to meet the industry and academic aspirants. UG programs, we offer B.Pharmacy 4-year program, and PharmD, as I told you, it's a doctorate of pharmacy, it's a 6 years program. Then PG program, we offer M.Pharmacy program and the 7 specializations. It is a 2-year course. Then followed by, we even offer PharmD post-baccalaureate program. It is a 3-year program. Then PhD program, 3 to 5 years program. Mostly the people who finish pharmacy, they go for postgraduate study. Rather than going for job, they mostly go for postgraduate study. So it adds more value for their career. So the eligibility criteria. So the student, the plus 2 student, when they finish their course, they have to come with eligibility, like they must be for B.Pharmacy, pass with English, physics, chemistry, maths, and or botany and zoology. Then for PharmD, qualified with plus 2 with physics and chemistry. So for PharmD, physics and chemistry is compulsory subject, and along with that, maths and or botany and zoology. That is for both B.Pharmacy and PharmD, botany and zoology can be there or cannot be there. They have an optional choice. But for PharmD, physics and chemistry is mandatory, it's compulsory. Then for M.Pharmacy, those students who completed the B.Pharm, they go for M.Pharmacy. Mostly 90% of the candidates, they go for higher education. So why? Because the pharmacy is mostly, apart from compounding and dispensing of medication, they mostly go for industrial experience. Students need industrial experience. So if they want to go, they choose for M.Pharmacy course. So it will add more values. To say some of the highlights of the program. So many programs we have seen. Some people who are having very passionate towards going abroad. So these Gen Z kids, they want many things in this short duration of time. So likewise, for those people, I wish to say some of the highlights of our course. Say for example, for the PharmD program, we organize student exchange program. Actually, our institute have signed MOUs. MOUs in sense, memorandum of understanding with many number of leading organizations in foreign institute like St. John Fisher University and University of Maryland and University of Cyberjaya in Malaysia and many universities. So what they do, so during the course, we take them for a student exchange program. So we not only provide academic content, we also deliver them and make them to get exposed to the healthcare system and in a multicultural learning environment. So now this generation kids, they like to go for explore many number of abroad countries during the study time itself. It will never affect their studying period. So during their course of curriculum, they have the student exchange program. That is one of the greatest highlight of our course. So we do send our students, so even last year and previous years also we have sent our students, and they are in continuous process. Students are also very much interested in going for the student exchange program. Then apart from that, pharmacy is mainly made for formulation of tablets. There is no world without tablet, right? Can anyone say a world can exist without tablet? Is there any possibility? No, not at all to my knowledge. And also, I hope you will also answer with me. So, it starts with the formulation of a tablet. So, we have to develop a tablet. So, for that, every student needs to get an industry exposure. Like, they have to go for an industry internship program. So, in the recent trends, we came across COVID period also. So, we were not even in a situation to see one another. And many students, they didn't even get opportunity to go to college. They got many number of mood swings and so on and so. They got so many things. But there are many number of pharmacy college. I wish to say that we are proud at Faculty of Pharmacy. We provide 100% of industry internship to our students. But this particular privilege is not being given by other colleges. It is actually the need of the heart for the student. Students are always so eager and excited to see how a tablet is being punched, how it comes out of the machine, and how what all the tests are being conducted to evaluate the quality and the quality assurance for the tablet. So the students will get more interested if a person who's having a good aspirant for academics and also for the industry aspirant can join for this course. This will be the correct choice. So additionally, students, and it is also one of the key strengths for our college. So next, moving on to the job opportunities. So here for B Pharmacy, we provide government job as well as non-governmental job. Government job includes drug inspectors. So drug inspector, it is one of the very prestigious job. So what they have to do, they have to go and visit the pharmacy and they have to check for the batch numbers, whether the products are stored in a proper condition, whether they follow the schedules. Actually, we have schedules, the schedule A to Z. So these schedules will only make us to categorize the drugs. Say for example, a narcotic drug cannot be given as such. So it has to, we have to get permission for selling even a narcotic drug. So these drug inspectors, our students, they have to write exam for drug inspectors. And if they get qualified, they will be placed for a job. Then we even have government exam for MRB exam. So if they are qualified for MRB exam, they get placed in government hospitals. Our students are who are aspirants of the studies, they got even placed in Stanley Medical College, Pharmacy and Green Park Medical College. Even many number of old alumni have got placed in hospital pharmacists, in government hospitals. These are the government openings, and apart from that, the private organization, they can even become a hospital pharmacist, clinical pharmacist. They can become a qualitative medical representatives, then quality control analyst, quality control chemist, then clinical research analyst. Say for example, in IT sector, so we go this way. In case of IT sector, so many people are very interested to go for IT sector. Ma'am, sometimes some people say it is heavy work. A female child cannot go for an industry. So if it is like that, they can go for IT sector. So there are new jobs like medical coder, then health information analyst. Then you might have come across insurance in hospitals, right? Many number of insurance segments, that sector in hospitals, both in private as well as in the government places, our pharmacists plays a role. So that is one of the opening one. Then drug safety associate, then medical content executive. So these are all some of the job opportunities for the B Pharmacy course. Then for the PharmD, clinical research associate, then research scientist, then medical, there is medication safety officer and associate, then statistical analyst. So this is one of the newly emerging jobs, statistical analyst. It is a highly paid job even in abroad and also in our place. So our students have got even placed in that. One of the companies, Indigene, might have got Indigene company. Then for M Pharmacy, So pharmacy specialization, they usually, if a person is very much interested for R&D, they blindly say they go for the PG course. PG course particularly suiting. I told we have 7 specializations in our faculty of pharmacy. In that they mostly go for formulation chemist, preclinical science.
With over 200 publications as a team, with a minimum of 15 years working experience, and quickly telling you who audiologists and speech language pathologists are. So they are independent. So we assess and manage any disorder related to hearing, speech, language, communication, and swallowing. Okay. So in this process, we deal with patients with a wide age range, starting from newborns to elderly. That's what we do. So the faculty offers courses at an undergraduate, postgraduate, and PhD level. So speaking of our undergraduate program, it is Bachelor in Audiology and Speech Language Pathology, abbreviated as BASLP. It's a 4-year program with 10 months of internship. Okay. So at a postgraduate level, we offer 2 separate programs, one in audiology, one in speech language pathology. Each of it is for a 2-year duration. And we also have full-time and part-time PhD programs. Also possible. Some of these students have actually gone into psychology, pursuing masters in psychology, public health, applied child development, etc. And as they pursue this course and they complete it, they are also required to mandatory enroll in the Central Rehabilitation Register. This is maintained by the RCI itself, and this is like a licensure that enables them to practice anywhere in India. And finally, completing the UG program also opens a lot of entrepreneurship opportunities. So they can become entrepreneurs soon after they finish the UG course. They can establish their own centers. This could be hearing aid centers or speech therapy centers. So that's another attractive thing. And these are the scopes. So we have a multi-career pathway after completing UG. So students, audiologists and speech language pathologists can serve as clinicians, academicians, like lecturers, assistant professors, researchers, and they can also hold administrative positions in institutes and universities like us. So these are the other setups where they could be working. We could work in government or private owned hospitals. We could be working in own centers. We could be hired in special schools, mainstream schools, hearing aid centers, stroke rehab centers, universities and institutes. And audiologists may also be hired by certain industries and factories where there is excessive noise, as part of hearing conservation for their workers. And moving on to specific job opportunities, we have had a 100% placement record for the last several years. So all of our students, except a few who pursue higher education, they are immediately placed in well-renowned clinical and institutional setups. We also have a campus placement program which has been active for the last 10 years. So these are our prominent international recruiters. They're all from the US. And we have a bigger pool of national recruiters who also recruit a bunch of our students every batch. And the average entry-level salary for a UG graduate is somewhere between 4 to 6 lakhs per annum. So over the years, we have also actively collaborated with other institutions which are offering similar programs. And we have also collaborated with institutions and organizations at state, national and international level. So our students also stand to benefit from these collaborations. And speaking of our alumni presence, we truly have a global alumni presence. Our alumni are spread across the globe. They are carrying forward 30 years of our legacy. So that's the end of my presentation. I really request you all to sensitize your students about the course and also encourage students who are interested to maybe visit us. We'll be happy to orient them individually, and them and their parents individually, and also give a tour of our facility. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And ladies and gentlemen, coming to the last presentation of the day, we have the Department of Public Health, Dr. Shankar, Professor and Head.
So good afternoon. Very tough time for me because still I'll try to manage and relieve you from this hunger burden. Okay, so I'm representing the Department of Environmental Health Engineering. I'm professor and heading this department. This is a department started in 1998. The only one in, so Ramachandra stands unique every time. Starting a department or starting a new program. So has been pioneering in many of the areas. So let me talk about what are the programs here. And the question here we have this BSc Environmental Honors Environmental Health Sciences. This is a 4-year program. Recently we have just converted this honors program into the NEP based curriculum. So the students have the options to exit at 3 years and go for other streamline and choose another 2-year masters, or continue with our own program with 4th year. In the 4th year, it's very unique. We have we have 6-month internship in various NABL accredited testing lab, environmental testing lab, where I'll show you some of the pictures where they go on and get hands-on experiences in air quality testing, water quality testing and food quality testings, and then also participate in environmental impact assessments and so forth. So, and also leading to the post-graduation, they can also choose our own MPH programs. But we also have a Masters in Public Health program where we have 4 specialization: occupational and environmental health, public health nutrition and health system management and climate change and human health. So these are all the things. So we have also doctoral and postdoctoral program. Students choose in various disciplines from industry-related research, PhD work, public health and epidemiology, community-based research, climate change and adaptations, and household ventilation, behavioral science and social health. The question might be asked, why environmental science or public health, right? Everyone cannot deny we are spending more or the expenditures have increased on health over last 10 to 15 years or 20 years. Going back and looking at the Government of India insurance, which was 1 lakh per 1 lakh, now the Ayushman Bharat or Chief Minister Comprehensive Insurance Scheme, they have increased the insurance up to 5 lakhs. What is the indicator? We are paying more for health. What is the reason? A lot of environmental risk factors, exposure, air, water, the food is adulterated, the air we breathe is contaminated, the water is not so clean with many pollutants, with drugs or drug residues and maybe microplastics and other things. So it's very clear evident that we are spending more on health and also on the burden on the country on as well. So we need to create human or man forces, human resources to deal with these problems. So Ramachandra always stand unique. Even we have, this is one of the country in the country, this is one of the institutes where we started this environmental health science program. 150 institutions are doing environmental sciences, but we are not connecting to the health. Without connecting to the health, how do you manage the diseases in the community or the population? So that's one of the reasons that we had, and also our MPS programs are very focused on dealing with very focused public health issues. So in fact, why do you want to study here? Because since 2007, our department is a WHO collaborating center in occupational and environmental health, Indian Council of Medical Research for Air Quality, Climate Change and Health since 2010, and NIHR Center for Non-Communicable Diseases from 2022 onwards. So all these accreditations doesn't come easily though. So it's from a journey of 20 years of our research, 10 years of our research and also training in environment, occupational and environmental health brought us these laurels to this department, because we have created a lot of human resources in occupational health, environmental health, public health, and therefore, and also not only that, we in the last 10 years you could see that we have conducted a lot of at least 15 research projects with a grant lay of 44 crores with high impact research publication. That's how we are in this space, and we are still continuing as collaborating centers as I listed for WHO and also for ICMR as well. We kept very simple because we need more human resources in the country, right? We cannot put so much of clauses to admission. So we kept very liberal with physics, chemistry, biology or mathematics, or even with zoology. We are considering the students to be admitted into this. So what is the very scope of this program? It's very unique that our students get admission into the higher education institution across India and as well as abroad. So we want to enable our students to also compete in the global universities without any entrance exam, without any language qualification. I mean, if you look at it, like in the last 2 years, at least 4 students joined the National University of Singapore, which is top ranked university, top under like 20, right, globally. So like Manchester University, then Lowell University and UCL as well in USA. So students are getting, because we started this environmental health science in 2018 onwards, right? So it's we are getting now, our students are getting popular, and then they are moving and they are extending their admissions to various programs. And also there's so much of PhD, PG and PhD opportunities tracks are very much clear in this. So the students at the 4th year, now as per the National Education Policy, they can, if they have a good track record, after completing the honors program, they can directly enter the PhD program. So the university is working on that at the next stage to allow the students to take PhD if they have a good record of the honors program as well. So as I mentioned, the students are trained in all aspects of environmental domains, waste management, air quality, water quality, environmental regulations, because these are all the very important statutory requirements for an industry. So they can fit into the environmental health science environmental health and safety department, and also in many other aspects in also public health as well. So where are our students placed? I'm not put here as the PG students of public health, because the postgraduate students in public health now they are at least district quality officers in, if I remember, at least 7 or 8 districts in the Tamil Nadu, state of Tamil Nadu. They are all working as a district quality consultants. And a few of them are working as a quality manager in government tertiary care hospitals in Veluppuram and then Vellore. So they are all working as a quality medical quality managers in this specific. So they can go because all our undergraduate students are moving to the higher education. So very few are going to a job. In fact, because today we need multidisciplinary experiences, specializations to get into a job, because the job market is very competitive. So they go into the higher educations, and if you look at, they can move into the ESG, environmental social governance. Last week I had a call from the pharmaceutical industry. Can I have a student with ESG specialization? Environmental social governance. Today this corporate social responsibility concept has been is getting obsolete. Now they are moving towards environmental social governance. I mean the industry is not ready to take up the corporate social governance activities, because there are no trained students who can take the social activities. Not just putting a road or providing water is not just a responsibility of the industries. So you could see that in news you are seeing that how during the flood the water bodies are getting frothy and adultery. I mean, many industries let in a lot of waste into the water and getting into the food chain, right? So the environmental contamination is highly significant, and the waste from the solid waste solid waste dump sites, all those water are coming into the water bodies. So it's very important for us to, at least for us to educate the students to take up these kind of careers, to choose this as a career to serve for the country. So some of our industrial hygiene and safety students, they have got well placed as managers and also vice presidents. Some of their MPS students are in the global chain of Amazon, is the head of the industrial hygiene. So the opportunities are very wide, because this curriculum is very broadly designed to fit into many domains, in the life science, to the environmental science, they can also move to the management, and also they can move into the safety aspects of the industries. So we have an MO. See, all this, today students like more on field visits. Experiential learning is what today we are discussing. It's not like a classroom teaching. Everything is on the internet, and then they get it on a small smartphone. It's not that we need to guide students. We are guiding students how to shape their career by looking into various options in choosing their career paths, and what kind of additional certificate programs they can take to enable them to compete into the job market. So we have an MOU with Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology, where we have a continuous air quality monitoring station within our campus. So these data are used by our research staffs and with air pollution and health research work. And Industrial Waste Management Association, Monarch Biotech, this is the lab where they are going and having an hands-on training in water testing, food quality testing, pesticide testing, because again now you see that pesticides are entering into the food chain through vegetables, through cereals and many other things. Therefore, also with Midfield University and also with Integrated Rural Community Development Society, where they go with community-based work. So here are some field visits, and really the students are enjoying, and because they enjoy more in the field than in the class. So we all agree that they don't want to see our face. They want to see the community, they want to go to the field, and they want to learn much in the field. So yeah, we agree that because the youngsters are in a different world today. They are in the internet world, so they want to see something new. Every day they want to get something new. So I feel that, so that's how we feel that this is very important that we align the education to the needs of the society. So the earlier for district quality officer Madras, the masters in social work, when students start blooming when public health students started blooming out, then they put in the requirement in the eligibility criteria that MPH as a qualification, right? As long as there is no programs, no human resources, nobody is going to recognize that these types of programs students are required in this case. So I hope that I had communicated what I wanted to say. Thanks for your listening until this time and being active. Wish you all good luck. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, teachers. Now it's time for any question and answers. We are happy to take any questions that are coming your way. Our university registrar and any relevant department faculties will be taking up the questions.
Thank you. And this is Dr. Kalpana from Mandir, Guindy. And thank you to all the professors and heads for this wonderful information. Though we were able to get all that in the website and your brochures, I'm happy we were able to get it from the professors, the people who are dealing with the students on a daily basis. So I have a few queries which I have noted down, and I don't know whether I have enough time to ask everything. The first was regarding the class strength, because we are more concerned about the number of students who are taken up, and the head from the nursing department had given us the details, like it is 160 students per year for the UG. For the PG, unfortunately I didn't note it down, but that was okay. What is the average class strength in all the undergraduate programs?
The average is 161.
For all the courses?
For nursing.
No sir, not for nursing, for
all courses.
It depends upon the programs which you can.
So on an average, like for example...
For an average, we have 50 students in some courses.
Okay.
For some courses like Allied Health Science, we have 150 students where we have 10 technologies. So in each technology, 15 students will be allotted. Or if you take physiotherapy, we have 100 students. So it differs.
So this is just to have an idea of the
medical college, we have 250.
like
it is as per the council.
Yeah, the chance our students might get, like with how many members they have to compete and the chances of getting admitted and all that. So that is okay. And I have also had a query regarding this physics, chemistry, biology and zoology as an optional subject in grade 12. Like botany, zoology, but we have biology. So with physics, chemistry, biology.
Not at all a problem. Both
PCB or PCB? PCB or
botany.
Okay. And regarding this BSc honors and direct PhD, like many departments, like I heard with the Faculty of Clinical Research and also the last course, Biomedical Sciences and Technology also. Is it like applicable only here in SRIHER, or are they eligible in many universities?
Wherever these programs are conducted, as per new rules and regulations, you can exit at 3 years itself. If you want to continue the 4th year only, you will be having BSc honors.
No sir, I'm asking the direct PhD option.
Yeah, direct PhD option is there. As per UGC and new NCHP, you have that regulations.
Now, if they are going to another institution, if they have the NEP policy, then they can go.
Okay. So if our children do BTech in some other university and if they want to do direct PhD here, do you admit them? That is my question. Or is it like
based on their CGPA score?
CGPA score and the 4 years?
4 years.
Sir? Sir?
Actually, this concept a year back UGC has introduced. Earlier, you had to complete the PG to register for the PhD. Whereas last year, UGC has introduced and our university also has implemented the regulations. So with the 4 years of undergraduate degree, with the 75% bar, they are eligible to register for direct PhD.
From any university in India. Yeah, that is fine. And the farm day, it runs for 6 years. So I want to know the scope of placement.
Pharmacy, lithium.
You had mentioned about the PG and all that. Yeah. Yes, you have told 10% placement and 90% students have opted for higher studies. That is for UG, that is fine. But after they complete this farm D, after 6 years, which is equivalent to like a UG and PG degree together, so
they have choices to go for higher education. Like they can directly go for PhD. They can get admitted for PhD degree. If not, if they want to go for job opportunities, they can go for some statistical analyst license, statistical analyst, then training chemist if they are interested towards the industry. Likewise, they can.
So I think I will get connected with you later, ma'am, because many of our students, they wanted to do this farm D. So I will personally connect with you and get the scope and other details for this. And the last query maybe is with Dr. Pumagal. Like she talked about his BCom honors and twinning with Bentley University, USA. Like 3 years in SRIHER and 1 year in BU. Yes. And so I just want to know how many batch of students have graduated.
We have commenced this in the year 2023. So next year we are sending our first batch of students to Bentley.
So this batch is in 3rd year now and we are going next year.
Yes, next year.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'm happy to share that I have been here in Ramachandra. I mean, I brought my students in the last 2 years for the Faculty of Clinical Research and I have met Dr. Solomon and my PG classmate Dr. Balaji, who is enrolled here in clinical research, and it was a wonderful experience for my students also. They had hands-on, and especially the Rosatilla lab, which Dr. Solomon had arranged, that was quite impressive. Thanks a lot for this initiative, and I wanted to congratulate the faculty. So thank you, and I get connected with all the professors, maybe in person or over mail.
Definitely, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Some very keen observations. Thank you, ma'am. Any other questions?
Hi, I'm Sama. I work at SRIHER School in Agar.
Hi, ma'am.
I have 2 questions. The first one is, apart from nursing, are there any other departments that offer scholarships for students?
Register.
So based on their merit and their first year marks, we offer scholarship for all students.
For all departments?
Yeah, in all departments.
Thank you. My second question is, what would be the average fee range across departments? I understand it would be different for each department, but if you have an average range, what would it be
the
for
range is actually, ma'am, in the previous year, the range was for undergraduate it is 1.25 lakhs. For postgraduate, it is 1.5 lakhs.
Per annum?
Per annum.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Any more questions? Last. Sorry.
Thank you for this wonderful opportunity. Great inspiring to all the courses. I am Srividya. I work as a career counselor for the DAV group of schools. Quickly into my question. My understanding is that to be a clinical psychologist, we need to do a PhD, right? So you have a course called as BSc Honors in Clinical Psychology. So are we eligible to directly go in for a PhD after this, or should we go in for MSc?
Clinical psychology.
Yeah, you are eligible, madam. BSc Honors, 4 years. If you are studying a program for 4 years, you are directly eligible for PhD.
Okay, sir. Thank you. And the second question was about the BA SLP course. which has an entrance examination which we'll have to take up over here. For other courses, is it directly through the boards or only for the BA SLP through the entrance?
Actually, we have 3 groups, madam, A, B and C. So the first group will be the entrance examination for most of the programs. Based on the entrance examination, the candidates will be selected for admission. For second group, that is, now you would have heard about the National Commission for Allied Health Profession. So for that, for some courses, they have made NEET as mandatory, appearing. You have to appear for NEET. For those courses, if they have appeared for NEET and they produce their scorecard, then we will conduct an entrance examination even for those courses.
Okay.
And third courses, direct, C is direct admission. You can just come walk in and get your admission. So which we can visit our website where we have marked it as Group A, Group B and Group C.
The application forms for the entrance
is also available.
We are opening by the end of this month. For engineering, the admission has already been opened. For business administration also, we have already opened the admissions.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry, ma'am. Coming next.
So thank you for the wonderful presentations. And I'm myself Sangeeta Rao. I'm an independent counselor. So I especially guide students for UG and PG courses. I have a few questions regarding occupational therapy and clinical psychology, to be very precise. So sir mentioned that in occupational therapy, as per the current NEP program, like they can prefix as doctor after the UG. So that's immediately after UG?
Immediately after UG, because the duration is being changed from 4 years to 5 years. So after finishing this 5th year, you can put doctor. For occupational therapy, physiotherapy.
Okay. Okay, suffix.
Mandatory, I have to put suffix. If I am not reaction, I have to put my suffixes.
And you also mentioned that NEET is mandatory, right? So, but there may be students, like so far NEET was not mandatory for OT. So there might be students who are not, like they wouldn't have prepared for NEET, but right now in 12th standard. So for them, what are like, they have to mandatory give NEET and
yes, like it is mandatory. This appearance for the NEET is not mandatory, ma'am. Not the NEET, they need to qualify for the NEET. But appearance is enough to get admission in BPD and BO.
Okay, thank you.
The schools have been made mandatory through national test agency and through secretaries.
So clinical psychology, that's not yet implementation. And very basic question which majority of parents ask is the transportation. Okay. How is transportation like in like?
No, we are operating transport within city limit only.
Within city limits. Okay. And for clinical psychology, sir, to the previous question, after 4 years of clinical psychology, straight PhD or there will be any clinical in between?
Yeah, we have MSc. We have MSc that as per RCA, they have got MA clinical psychology.
And that is also RCA recognized?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Just give us 1 minute. There's been somebody waiting for a long time. We'll take up your slides.
Very good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
This is actually I have a concern like one of my child that is from my school. She came here for an admission, but it is she has passed the CBSE exam. And but she is mentally little, that is, she is not ill, okay. She has all the eligibility and she attempted the CBSE exam. And our school is providing, most of the schools are providing an inclusive support to the children. And I would like to know whether Ramachandra is providing that inclusive support and what is the limitation and what is the things, the rules they are following it?
So we have a policy on disability inclusion. So it's there on our website also, you can look at it.
So benchmark disabilities, if they have been identified with benchmark disability, we will have a committee internally. Once they clear the entrance exam, if they are in the entrance exam courses and they are ready for admission, during the counseling process, we will have a committee which will scrutinize and see whether they are eligible for studying a particular course. Most of the health science courses will have to have certain levels of performance. Intellectual capacity is required for that. And so if they meet that, the committee will approve. So we have a policy on inclusion of disabled people with disability. Please go to our website. It will clearly tell you which all categories under what percentage of disability can be studied, which courses.
Thank you so much, sir. Faculty of Sports and Exercise Science, the eligibility has been given, it is only for science was the eligibility given. Why not the commerce children? There are many athletes and many sports children who they wanted to spend their time in sports, but because of that they have chosen the arts, and why not the eligibility?
Yeah, thank you for this question, ma'am. So when we say Faculty of Sports and Exercise Science, the first year of our syllabus, we told you we are integrated with the medical college, right? Medical fraternity. So the first year of our course covers basic anatomy, basic physiology, microbiology and pathology. So this can be handled by only students who have come from the biology background. Otherwise they find it very difficult. However, we keep it before a committee. If there are any students who are exceptionally talented in sports, we do keep it before a committee, and we also we have a discussion, counseling with the student about the courses, about the subjects that he has to go through, and ask him if he can really go through it. But however, our admission criteria says biology, for this very reason.
Thank you so much.
We understand, and that's why we have this course, because we have a lot of sports enthusiasts, sports participants, good athletes from school level. And many of them we see that's what our manager also said, many of them have to discontinue the sports to get into a professional level of education. So why not take sports as a profession itself, sports education as a profession. So that's why the whole concept of sports and exercise science came, and our program is also designed internationally along with the University of Cape Town. That's how we started this program itself. It's not randomly made. So we have an international standards program that we conduct here, and it is purely based on this background.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Center row.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Shilpa Keshri from Vidyashram. My question is regarding allied health sciences. Actually, NEET is mandate for allied health sciences UG course. So what if the child completes his UG and wants to pursue PG? Should they once again apply for PG NEET and then get into the course, or is it just like UG alone?
They have given complaint for the UG only, NEET and is mandatory. When it comes to PG, there is no only the university guidelines they need to apply.
No, if the child is doing his UGs elsewhere and joining PG here, that UG holds good.
The selection process purely based on university process. Whether entrance or interview, they will be selected without NEET exam.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. One question is, in most of the criteria I have seen HSC, CBSE, ICSE. Nowadays, like we have IB, Cambridge, NIOS, open schooling, lot of things are there. So how do you go about this?
We do admit from across all the world, globally and nationally. Like IB, even open schooling also, given take admission in MBBS. As per the Supreme Court judgment, NIOS can take admission in MBBS. So we do admit all the candidates from across all the world, globally and nationally.
Are there any more questions?
Based on the criteria score, we give admission.
My question is, I think most of them here are talking about CBSE curriculum. I think most of the teachers are here.
Coming to a government school student or a state government student, how do you think that these courses will help them out? Will that be easy for them? Could I recommend these to others? No, I just want, as a layman, I'm asking here because most of them are talking about the boards and most of the schools who come here are CBSE. But I personally, I am an academician. I have been, taking up the NEET aspirants. Most of the students I meet is our state board and government students who want to take up the allied science and other things. Now NEET is mandatory, and these students, as you said, that they just want to write it. That's fine, actually. But still, no, they have an still mindset that NEET is tough and they could not able to do it. How far you will accommodate these students, state board and government students? Is there any opportunity for these students in Ramachandra actually?
Actually, Ramachandra entrance is based on state board and metric only.
Oh, okay.
So the questions come mostly from state board and metric only.
Okay.
So as the NEET is mandatory, that is appearing.
No, why I am asking this state board, but thing is, these students are not that much equipped to write an entrance exam, and is there any qualification criteria where CBSE means this much, state board this much, or it's all treated?
State board and
okay. Right. Okay. Thank you, sir.
For the nursing course, you mentioned post-basic BSc nursing. So the child should have completed DNM, is it? Or what kind of courses they are eligible to do that?
Moment, I think 3.5 years course. So you can complete to take a post-basic nursing. It's a 2-year program.
Okay.
So they have to take a letter entry now.
They have to complete the DNM and they are eligible to do the 2 years course and get a BSc degree.
But Ramachandra, we don't offer diploma programs. Basic BSc and post-basic, those are already done, can upgrade themselves to post-basic.
So nursing also has an entrance exam.
For the post-basic, they have to entrance.
Okay. For BSc nursing, we do have that.
They have entrance exam. For the post-basic, you don't have an entrance. State admission, part of the will be given. For those who have completed diploma in nursing.
Now, an honorable question. We are from an NGO setup, and we do also have an orphanage running in our school. So is there a scholarship based on students from orphanage or NGO setup?
No, ma'am.
Right now? Thank you.
We can discuss during the lunch time.
Good afternoon, everyone. Maparna from KSS Secondary School. Really thanks to all of you who arranged this conclave. It was very nice. It was presented by all the senior experts. My question is, this is after focusing your grade 12 results or NEET results. Nowadays, children, they believe in experiential learning, that you all know. So, if they have a visit to your college or to your research institute, or they can do some internships even during their school times, it would be really helpful. And they'll have a stronger idea to get to the college, which specific college they want. Many colleges are providing that, including IIT Madras. Do you have something like that which is being organized?
We have an observership program. We don't call it as internship, we call it as observership. 10 to 15 days, the students are permitted to come and explore our departments.
So we have to apply online?
Yeah, you can.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Teachers, I'd like to inform you that we can have an interactive lunch as well. Registers will be available during lunch, so any one-on-one questions can also be taken. However, I urge you to go ahead if you have more questions.
Sir, I would like to know that since many of the courses have many limited seats, like 20 to 50, and you might be receiving massive response on online applications also. So if I as a counselor have to refer any student, where do I stand? Like, should I contact the department directly, or what will be the process?
Send directly.
Or what should be the eligibility I should see in the student? See, since most of the courses, let us take clinical psychology, it has only 20 seats. Okay, so suppose I have to refer a student for a clinical psychology, right? So should I contact the department directly, because you as a college will also receive massive response from online applications and all. So
where do my credibility stand in front of the student? Like if I say like I require or like through me they can come here or
Actually,
something
the
like
admission is
that.
centralized, madam.
Okay.
So we have a deputy registrar, senior deputy registrar for admission, and there is one admission cell in our college building, first ground floor. You can approach them. The email is given there in the brochure.
Yeah, so.
The admission cell letter. Then you can send it through that email, we will respond.
Alright.
If you want, you can even directly contact the concerned principals or heads of the department.
Yes.
They will direct you to us.
Is that given to us?
Yeah. For every, there is a brochure, no? At the end of every department, faculty, you are having that principals or HOD's email address.
Alright. So should the student come through us? That is what is expected or?
Not like that.
They can apply directly.
They can apply directly. Or if you know anyone here, you can just come and
Yeah, that would be better because what I have heard from students is it's difficult to get in here. So here I am saying that you all are inviting students. So that is like, it is surprising because I am attending in Ramachandra. This is the first time to meet because what I have heard from the student side is that it's very difficult to get in here.
No, it's very difficult to get in
Get
here.
in here, yeah. Because like they say that we are filling the application form, but we are not even implemented. Like, no call, nothing.
Definitely, ma'am. Those who apply for any entrance or interview will be called for an interview or entrance.
Okay.
Post entrance or interview, definitely they send all the results to the applied students, ma'am, without fail. Based on the ranking and multiple marks, they will be called for admission. Not all it doesn't mean all the applied candidates will be given admission. Based on the ranking and ability.
Purely merit basis.
Yeah.
Okay. So here you consider board marks and the entrance exam what they did.
Entrance exam is follow criteria.
Okay.
In case of time, we consider the board marks.
Alright.
Admission. Sir, we are Supriya from Chettan International. So we have a group called where the students are appearing for physics, chemistry, biology with psychology and biology with biotechnology. If the students apply here, those who have taken psychology, will they get an additional privilege in the admissions? In addition to biology, they are studying psychology. For example, in clinical psychology or in biotechnology. Because they are orienting more, that is in a vast way they are studying. Will they get any privilege?
Based on their entrance examination only, madam. See, though they are studying psychology, recently only they have introduced psychology in physics, chemistry, biology. So if they are good in psychology, if they have scored very good marks in entrance examination, definitely they will be given
It's
preference.
only on entrance. Because if they have any other credit, for example, in CBSE if he studies, that is in old time, we had that 5% mark will be given or something. So that accreditations can be given for those students.
Whether it is a state board, matriculation, CBSE or whatever board is there, first we will see about their marks secured in entrance examination.
So they will be.
Because it's a common question paper for all the students.
Because nowadays we in school are having so many varieties of subjects where instead of taking maths, the students are preferring biotechnology with biology and psychology with biology. Even humanities with psychology is also an optional subject in our school. So the students...
We don't reject if they are not taking this maths, mathematics and all. We also include the psychology as one of the criteria for admission.
But if they take humanities with psychology, will they get...
So as someone
said, yeah,
told,
because
like
the
basic,
medical
our first
subjects
for
they
basic
don't
undergraduates, most of them has anatomy, physiology, biochemistry. So if that student comes here, if we talk biology, they have not taken biology, it's very difficult for them to understand. The first semester is all basic medical subjects.
So then we have to say, even though you are good in sports, don't go for commerce. You have to take biology. Am I right, sir? So we have to put our more effort for those schools.
Yeah.
The criteria from the burden comes from the teachers.
You mentioned about computer science. Actually, I am taking one course called informatics. This is also many of the colleges they are not recognizing that.
Because you have to get equivalency, sir. That informatics is equivalent to computer science.
Yes, it is equivalent.
We also have engineer PCS. In case of marks,
Sir, we request you to use the mic because this question might be there for the others.
In some cases, some colleges, what they are saying that there is no word computer is there in their course. Actually, this informatic practices is more like computer science courses. So that is the main reason I wanted to put in this. Basically, for BCA and the MCA and all, they're going on any engineering thing. If the student has PCM they are taking, and if the marks is considered as informatic practices, it is at par with computer science only. Even I am trying to speak to the CBSE to give them some concern about all the colleges. Stating the GO, stating that this computer science and informatic practices are more. Actually, informatic practices is one picture. We are learning, the informatics practice students are learning more than computer science.
So, I personally teach informatics for undergrads and also for all the medical students. Okay, so the computer science subject is entirely different from health informatics. Let me make it very clear. So that's how we see when you say health informatics. So as Sir said, if it has to be a mandate through a university or the academic council, give us the equivalent certificates. With respect to Ramachandra, what we see here for engineering admission, okay, we are predominantly a computer science oriented institute. We prefer math and physics. That's a mandate from AICTE. Now the third course will be your health informatics, computer science, biology or anything. So that's what I said in my description. So we look for math and physics. So we don't care whether it is health informatics or computer science.
No, I understand, sir. MPC is main thing. In some courses, if they are going for, say, for example, DCA or HCA, they are not considering us one of the informatic practices.
Actually, the BCA faculty. We are not offering BCA and HCA. We don't have a BCA. We don't engineering.
Sorry, that's right. No, what I am going to say is, it is computer science and IT are same, but the name they are not, most of the colleges are not introducing it. That is the only reason I wanted to say that.
Here,
I used also actually those all CBSE schools, they agree with the whatever I am speaking. Even I am giving the concern to the CBSE also. As an IT faculty, and almost other schools also having informatic practices as a subject. I hope I am correct. Thank you.
As for the AICTE now, physics and math is a mandate, sir. We can do the chemistry, second high marks in the chemistry also can be considered. Instead of computer science, they are not taking computer science. So chemistry marks also considered, sir.
No, in some cases they have mentioned computer science. I need to say that in the slide I saw, computer science is must. Apart from that.
No. Because math and physics mandatory. The third subject could be computer science, biology, zoology, anything.
This one is there. And what my question is, computer science bar informatic practices, if you mention, it will be good. Because
I mentioned any other subject as well.
We have to take approval from the state. What we are conducting is that informatics is equivalent to the computer science, which is offered in other colleges. If you have a different subject, computer science is a different subject, they won't give equivalency.
it is not a different
If you give an equivalency certificate, definitely we will give
It is represented to the AICTE, sir. So as to consider on par with the computer science, they are going to refer to the curriculum and refer to the AICTE. Eligibility given by AICTE.
Because so far I am talking to say this, if you want to say that AICTE is also doing a part of this class, also there.
Like we cannot say AICTE. Because the eligibility is depends by AICTE. Because they are other story.
Apologies, we are closing the Q&A session. I hope all the feedback forms are returned. If not, the students are on either of your sides, you can pass it along. We'll break for lunch. The discussions can still be carried on one-on-one. We will be available during the lunch hours. Following this, the lunch will happen in the 4th floor of the same building, so you can take the lifts. Our students are there to guide you. Following this, there will be the campus tour. During the campus tour, we have divided the teachers into 3 groups, into 2 groups, A and B. We will put up the groups on the WhatsApp, so you can check. And if there are any queries, you can get back to Harita ma'am. She will be available. She will be the guide for your campus tour. Thank you, teachers. Let's meet at the lunch. Thank you.